All right, you guys, I just wanted to take a couple minutes and talk to you about spring clean cleansing, detoxing, and hormones, since these were some topics that were recommended to discuss today. First thing I want to talk about when it comes to cleanse and detox is that water is so important. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to carry around the container with you and be drinking it all throughout your day, or have 10 liters or whatever. It just means that if you're thirsty, drink, and try to make sure that it's like a good filtered water. Stay away from distilled waters, especially if it comes in plastic. Stay away from fluoride. They don't always say fluoride right on the label or with the ingredients and minerals. Sometimes they're saying it on the side. You want to look for ones that have zero fluoride. It is classified as a neurotoxin now. It's going to go through the same kind of process that lead and arsenic did. However, it's in our water supply, so it's a process, and this information is just getting out. But you are ahead of the game because you have this information now. So those are what I want to say about water. When we're drinking things like juice or the protein shakes, detoxifying teas, things like this, they are amazing, they are great, but you do still have to get your regular water in so that your body doesn't have to work so hard to divide the water out. It can just get that hydration directly to your cells. But I do recommend doing both. Some of the ones that I would say right now for detoxing and cleansing in springtime is try to add in some adaptogen powder, maybe some mushrooms or dandelion root in your coffee or as a coffee substitute. It would be a great start to a detox or cleanse ritual. This can be for the 40 days or for however long you want. Just tell yourself, just for today, I'm going to do it and see what comes of tomorrow, and just try it out. And I got some little notes here so I don't forget. Another one is this cold and flu season. I know that Finn's gotten it a couple times. I've had it, and we are very healthy. We very well. We also do things a very holistic way. So one thing that helps us that I wish I was doing before Finn started coming home from daycare with these bugs was apple cider vinegar. I was a little late on it this season. Years prior, I have definitely avoided the plague per se, the cold and flu plague. But this is a great one. So you take 1 teaspoon, tablespoon, splash, however you want to do it. You can take it just like a quick shot by itself. Some athletes like mixing it with cayenne pepper for a little bit of a stimulant as well as a detoxifier. You can mix it with lemon juice. You can mix it with Himalayan sea salt for extra hydration. Or you can just take it as is or with water. What I do is I take a dash of it, or a splash, I should say, in a glass of water, one of those little Japanese sake cups, and I chug it back. This is really helpful. You can do it every day. Braggs himself swore by this. He did it every day. He passed away at 96 years old because of a surfing accident, and claimed that he was never really sick in his life. And he was obviously functioning very well come the end there as well. So it's just something to keep in mind. I don't do it every day, but I do it as a cleanse and detox about 4 times a year, 2 weeks or more, depending on how I feel and what its benefits are for me at the time. Okay, now I did talk about water already, but let's talk about another way that we can stay hydrated, and that's with fresh fruits, berries, vegetables, things like this. High water ones would be great for this time of year, keeping you hydrated and helping. Your body is naturally going through its own cleanse. This is why our sinuses get inflamed and start leaking out. We get that runny nose. It's just, we have to make sure that everything's clean going through, and hydrating things, foods, waters, teas, this is all really good for just keeping the flow. And this brings me into hormones, talking about the flow, which it's great that these were the topics that were requested for this week too, since the element that we're focused on is the water element. I find it like such a synchronicity when these kind of things happen. So let's talk about my favorite tips for hormone health this time of year. And the first one that I want to say is sleep is very, very important. With our time shift that just recently happened, that can obviously shift us and our circadian rhythm. So let's make sure that we stay on top of it. I did post in the group a little infographic that you can download in my book, Be the Change. I have charts telling you what hours the sun rises and sunsets. But what I'll leave you with right now is just when you're waking up in the morning, try to make sure that you eat within a couple hours to keep your blood sugar regulated. It's very important for hormone health. And when you're going to bed, try to quit eating about 2 hours before then. So have lunch, supper be the big type of meal. Fade away a little bit into smaller things, and completely quit eating about 2 hours before your scheduled bedtime. This will kickstart some intermittent fasting, which is very helpful for cleansing, detoxing, and hormone health. Some seasonal foods that I want to hint on right now is maple syrup season is here. People are tapping the trees. Now, maple syrup, wonderful stuff. I use it in many baking goods. As you can see for this time of year in the Spring Clean recipe book, there are tons that include maple syrup in it as our sweetening substitute, and it's great for nutrition qualities as well. But did you know that the sap, also fresh from the tree, has so many benefits? Very hydrating, high in electrolytes, higher in electrolytes than the coconut water, and tastes so much better. Plus, if you're from Canada, like I am, it is in abundance, and it's what we're used to. We're not used to the agave, we're not used to the coconut, we're not used to the dates. Those kind of things don't grow here. This is our natural sweetener, is maple syrup and honey. And right now is maple syrup season, so I really want to hint on like getting to some kind of festival or event that's going on in your neighborhood. If you do have trees around you, you can get the tabs at the hardware store for like 10 to 25 cents each, and just hang a bucket. It doesn't matter what it is. Even one of your little like personalized cups, it doesn't matter. Put a little lid over top of it so maybe some bugs don't get in there, but there's not much else to worry about there. It's really good stuff and great for you. Some more would be using some mushrooms. They're on sale right now in most of your local stores. And asparagus, strawberries, these kind of things are on its way. If it's not on sale right now, it's coming. And it's going to be fresh and most likely more localized. They're not going to be importing it so much anymore. And from here on out, everything is just going to get better. Another foraging tip that I want to talk about is morels and fiddleheads are coming up soon. So if these are the kind of things that you're interested in, you can head over and check out my blog posted earlier this year about tips for foraging, or check out the latest one that I did, Your Guide to the Doctrine of Signatures. They both have foraging tips. They can both help you. And of course, if you have any questions at all, you can private message me or email me at ashley@elementalgrowth.org. I will talk to you soon. Leave any messages for me in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up and share this video if you think it'll help any of your friends or family members as well. Love you guys.